This webcast is addressing the graduation planning component, or the PGP component of the Texas system, where we will start developing our PGPs. Remember, we are working in the Texas program, so if you do not currently have access to the Texas program, you can get access by calling your system administrator. Also, just note that if you ever get any system errors or any kind of errors like that, your system administrator is also the one you will need to call. Our systems administrator is Mary Cano, and she is located in our McAllen business office. So you can just give her a call. So for our demonstration today, we're going to go to graduation plan. Now remember, we've worked in this tab before. We were working up here in maintenance, district, and then we worked on the tables and graduation requirements. If you were a part of that or watched that video or was a part of that development process. Today, we're going to look at actually assigning graduation plans and developing PGPs for students. So we're going to go down to student and individual maintenance. So for those of you who are familiar with Texas, you know you can search a couple different ways. You can search by last name, such as this that pops up down here, or you could have just typed in this number right here, and that would have also just popped me up, and you could have just clicked on that and gone forward from there. But we're going to go here, and that's the one we're going to work with today, and we're going to retrieve that information. It opens it up into this platform, and so this is always where you're going to look for another student. So this is only if you're going to be changing into a different student, this little box right here with this wonderful little picture. That is not me, but it looks good. Now over here to the right, you have change plan, PGP, and print credit detail. We're going to look at these a little further here shortly. But the one that I want to bring your attention to is the change plan. If it's the first time you're going to go into this student, it's going to say add a plan or create a new plan, something of that nature. But I want to show you change a plan. This is how you change it, or this is how you select one for the first time. It's currently showing that I'm on the Distinguished Achievement Program, code number 29. I don't want that plan. I want to be on a foundation with multidisciplinary general studies is the one I want, because that's the one most of our kids hopefully are going to be utilizing and maximizing. And then we're going to execute. It's going to tell you that any unsaved changes will be lost. So proceed with the grad plan changes, yes. So we're going to go OK. It's going to open up this report. It's going to tell you that this was the previous graduation plan, and this is the one that we have changed to. Nothing rocket science there, so we can just close that out. And then we get to this platform. Now remember, when we were setting this all up, we listed all the courses over here that are part of the English Language Arts area. As you can see, the English Language Arts area is open up here. And so remember a couple of things. Number one, this code number, this last digit 1 represents first semester. This last digit code 2 represents the second semester. So this is reading 1 fall semester. This is reading 2 spring semester. I'm sorry, reading 1 spring semester. And that's true all the way through here. Then you get down to your L's. Your L's are computer-based courses, first semester, second semester. And then your S's are self-paced or module courses, first semester and second semester, 1 and 2s. So be sure to be very aware of those codes and what those codes look like as you're looking into this system. So let's start planning me so that I can graduate on a multidisciplinary graduation with as a Foundation High School program student. So you notice that we have 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. You may ask, why is 9th grade not there? Well, I'm currently listed as a 9th grade student, which means I will have a 9th grade schedule. So you're not going to plan my 9th grade year. That will already be planned when you're doing my schedule. This is planning for the future. So we're going to start with 10th grade year. In 10th grade year, I am going to take, let's say I want to take reading 2 the first semester. And then I'm also going to take English 2 the second semester, because I've got to take my EOC in English too. That's my 10th grade. Now, what if I was struggling in English and I needed 2 periods that year of English? Well, then I would add in my, maybe I would have creative writing the first semester, and maybe I would have technical writing my second semester, or maybe a local English credit my second semester. And then I would just click that over. Okay, so there they are. Now, just for the sake of now, so I can show it to you, I'm not going to take a second class that year, so I'm just going to click this back out and remove it because that's not really what I want it to look like right now, because I'm going to pass my test because I'm a strong student. And I am going to work hard to get what I need to get done. So that means my 11th grade year, because I passed all my tests, I am going to take English 3 in the fall and English 4 in the spring. And that is going to be my 11th grade year. There we go. My 12th grade year, though, I really think I want to go ahead and take some English classes. And I think I would really like to take maybe a creative writing course. That sounds like a lot of fun. So I want to take a creative writing course and a practical writing course my senior year. Oh, wait a minute though. How about maybe I want to take journalism? I really like journalism, so I want to take journalism my fall semester. And is there anything else that looks like I might want to take if I was going to become a really strong student? I really might want to take that technical writing class because that'd be really good for me. So where's that technical writing at? There's creative, technical writing, English. Oh no, there it is, practical writing. I'll take practical writing, and I want to take this one by self-paced in the modules as well. I want to do that. So I want to change that to my 12th grade year. And then I've got my English planned out. Very simple, very simple. Down here at the bottom, it's going to tell you how many credits are needed, how many credits are in progress, how many credits are scheduled, and then remaining planned credits. That will update as you click on Save. Now, here's a warning. Always click on Save and get this save successful, because if you don't, when you go to the different areas, you're very likely to get a system error, and that is a tragedy because then you have to start all over. Now, it shows that remaining planned credits is 6. I will have 6 credits. I've got my 4 that I need, but I'm actually going to take 6, which is absolutely great because anything over is wonderful, anything under is not a graduate. So we have to be very careful about that and watch that very closely. And then we just change from content to content as we need to with this little button here. And then we have our next level. And I'm just going to real quickly, let's see, my freshman year I took algebra, so now I'm going to take geometry, and then I want to take math models in the 10th grade. In 11th grade, I'm going to take algebra 2. I'm actually going to take instructional math the first semester, and then algebra 2 second semester. In my 11th grade year, my 12th grade year, I'm going to take pre-cal. That's what I want to take. So I want to take pre-cal my first semester, and then I'm not going to take anything my second semester. And so there we are. And then again, let's click Save and move on. So you're just going to progress through all of these different areas, much like that. Okay, that's just the way that's going to go. That's just the way it's going to work. So other languages, we're going to take. I want to take Spanish 1, and then Spanish 2, and I want to take that my 10th grade year, and that's all I need there. And move and save again. Okay, so that's how that works. As we go through here, you click on this next tab. It's called Credit Summary, and you can see the classes that we looked into. We've looked into the courses here. It tells how many credits are needed, how many are in progress, scheduled or requested, remaining planned credits. That's kind of summarized here. Remember, it was down at the bottom of the screen on this tab. Now it's just here as a whole. Credit detail. This tab just gives you the kind of the detailed and more of a transcript type of look with the different headings across the top. And then here is the PGP, and this is where we're going to work on the actual PGP that's needed in order for that all of our students are required to have. So, a couple of things I wanted to talk about here is the CPR date. We're required to make sure every graduate has a CPR date. Sometimes we can get those off of transfer records because they could have taken it in anywhere between junior high and high school. If they haven't, we actually ensure that it's given during either health or biology. And so once they take those classes, you can insert that date at the end of that class credit is given, and that becomes that date. They can take communication applications, and when they complete that, that is their speech date completion. So those are two things that you will put in here too. Remember, your CPR date can be on transfer records if they don't have it when they take health or when they transfer with their health credit, and that date goes here, and or biology. You can actually put that there as well. The speech date is when they completed the communication applications either previously or with our organization. Okay, so foundation. I am on a foundation, so I am pursuing, remember, because I selected that plan, so I am pursuing this. I am getting an endorsement, so that is a 26 credit program. If I wanted to get distinguished, it shows I'm not participating at this point, but I could get distinguished with 4 science, taking an algebra 2, and also with the endorsement. So it would be this endorsement plus 4 science and algebra 2. And we can either show that we're participating or not participating. So for now, we're going to say I'm pursuing, because I'm probably going to, I scheduled to take algebra 2. I did take that other one, and I will meet my performance acknowledgments as well. So at this point, I'm pursuing this for distinguished. This little area right here, Star EOC assessments, we upload the state assessments into Texas and into Eduforia when they come in. This will automatically populate once those scores are uploaded for that student. So you don't have to go in and type them in. In fact, do not put them in here, because we will get those, and this will, everything in this area will automatically populate. Same way with this, when we get ACT scores, PSAT scores, and plan scores, we can upload those into this part right here. Also, this college readiness component here, this TSI required, and all of these dates, these automatically populate as this data is entered. So everything in this area right here is automatically pre-populated as data is uploaded into Texas. So there's no actual work on your part to do that here. We just have to collect the data. If we are going to key this in manually, you're not actually going to key it in here. We actually key it in a different application. So just make note of that, because this information is being pulled from different applications inside of Texas. This information is also pulled from different places in Texas from when they registered, so there's actually no information that you will input here. So far, the only information you're putting in are these 2 dates and making some choices right here. Now, down here is where things get really wonderful. If you have a business and industry or certification that we built into those tables, that's what you list here. In this district, we didn't build any in at this point, so they're not here. But let's say we do develop one and we input it, and I am taking that certification, then you'd click it and the date would populate in there as to that certification. Now, the rest of these 3 are actually the areas that we actually develop the tables. So when you go in here, that table opens up. So you're going to select for each one of these areas the 5 things that we're going to do to accelerate the learning. And you're just going to select from each of these and make sure that you don't select the same thing twice, because it won't let you. So I selected something twice, so let's check that out. And you're going to select 5 here for the accelerated learning. Also, you have to select 5 items for monitoring, and you have to select 5 items for the parent-guardian expectations. Okay, so here's some more parent-guardian expectations. You can select those and put those here, and there we are. The endorsements, once we complete, it shows that I'm pursuing the multidisciplinary studies endorsement, and once it's completed, that date goes in there. And the only other thing you do is you put your signature date of the student, signature date of the parent, and the counselor's signature date. Counselor signature date, state of the student, date of the parent is the date that you meet with them, and you get them to sign the printed copy, and you print this off and get them to sign it, and that is your PGP. That is how you manage your PGP. It is very, very simple to manage. whenever you get done with this PGP, this little application up here is PGP. This shows you, no, let me save. Gotta always remember to save. If you click PGP here, what this is going to do is it's going to show you what the PGP looks like when it's printed out. And there it is. And it has a place for all the signatures and everything on the back. And you can go in and you can update this at any point in time by simply working from this screen right here. It is very simple, very easy, very user-friendly, very intuitive. The only thing I just want to warn you is always save as you move from tab to tab to tab, because we don't want to lose that information. The other thing is they're going for distinguish, you have to put in your performance acknowledgments. Remember, they have to have 4. So this is where you would build those in. At this point, I don't have those built in because I don't have those available, because some of them will be automatically pre-populated, but you do, if you have someone distinguished, this is a tab you will have to address. So that is it. That is how you go in and you select your courses from this tab right here, grade level course detail. PGP is where you actually develop your PGPs. And remember, you have to have these areas. You have to have the accelerated, the monitor, and the parent educational expectations. Those are required parts of the PGP. Also remember that this area right here, you do not actually enter any information. The system is going to pull all of that information for you as we upload scores and as they're registered, and the rest of the other parts of the database is managed by the front office. Okay? If you have any questions about this information, your front office personnel or your academy director are the ones you need to talk to in order to make sure this information remains correct on this form and inside of Texas, because it's very important, because Texas is the one that's determining this GPA and this class rank as we go from year to year to year. And so it's very, very important that this information is accurate, up to date, and correct. So if you have any questions, you can contact me. I'm Scott Carruthers. You can email me or you can call me. My telephone number is 210-227-0295. Thank you so much for listening to this webcast. I wish you the best of luck, and if you have any problems with the program, you can contact me or Mary Connell. Thank you.